Hello and welcome to this video. We're just going to get a game here. We're just putting in the parameters and we've got a game against Nikola014. So he plays c4. We'll go with, what do we want to play here? Let's play the e5 variation and knight f6 I think, and bishop b4 maybe. I think I'm gonna just play bishop g7 here, get a kind of King's Indian type formation. Maybe try and get in f5 at a suitable moment. So that's this bishop attacks my knight. I'm maybe going to try and play knight bd7. We just have to think a little bit about. So he wants to exchange my queen here. Excuse me, my g7 bishop. If I play a move like rook e8, then I can answer bishop h6 with bishop h8. Looks a bit kind of crazy, but okay, it's not completely without foundation. At least we have an option here. Quick e4 without much thought. I think now we can play knight c6 to try and exploit this d4 weakness that's been given to us. So yeah, okay, so he's now covering that. Let me see. I guess bishop e6 could be good here to stop some knight d5 ideas. Okay, he's following up with h6 quickly. And I probably want to get my queen off this pin now. Just have a look at this. Knight d5, bishop takes d5. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay, so it's just a very quick exchange. White's moves are all very simple. So I think we can play g5 here. It looks a bit closed, but I don't really want to open up this. So alright, we're going to get knight d4 is possible. A6 is possible to try and stop knight b5. That's also possible. H6 is also possible. I think I'm going to play knight d4. Maybe try and break open these dark squares a little bit. The knight comes in, and we're probably taking this one as well. I guess e takes. Don't think black has that much to fear. I mean, the position's a little bit loose around the king, but it feels okay. Okay, so maybe something like rook e5. I guess f4 here. That's maybe a move I should have thought a little bit more about. Let's think about that. f4, gf. Maybe we don't really want to do that. Maybe can I play queen g4 here? What's happening to that? Is that okay? That looks decent here. Queen g4. I think black is alright here. Okay, you played this f4 move anyway. So what happens now? There's some lines when I get bishop to g5. The problem is that after g takes, I've got this issue here with my... So I'm actually going to move my rook back here. And then if fg, I have bishop takes g5 pinning the queen. So this is decent now. Maybe, okay, so you came off that. And probably want to play h6 now. And if, again, we're going to still play the bishop takes line. So what does white want to do? Does he want to play f5 here? I'm going to try and double on the e file at some point. What's white going to do? Is he going to play queen b4? Maybe something like a5 is possible to keep out that move. How does white get in here? How does white break through? Okay, queen back hits e pawn. I guess something like this to get off the g file. It's protecting the g3 pawn. I guess that's the main idea of this. We've got the rook looking after the f7 pawn. And okay, doubling there. Now the threat is definitely... Oh, okay, this bishop's still alright here. So I'm going to play rook f8, and then if fg, we're going to play bishop takes. Well, white's definitely better here. It's got some decent attack going. But it's definitely not that straightforward. If fg, fg, Okay, so we have to play this now. Now, am I missing something here? Don't think I am. Okay, so... Ooh, am I losing my queen here or what? Looks like maybe I'm losing my queen. I don't see a square to go to here. Alright, so we can try this move, bishop e3. Well, that maybe helps a little. Yeah, I'm not sure we've got anything better than bishop e3 here, to be honest. And I'm going to be an exchange down, but I think we have to do that, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just going to be an exchange down here. Not an exchange down, a whole piece down. I think it'll have to be resignation here. I mean, if he moves his queen, I get a chance to move my queen out of this. So I think definitely he should be capturing on g4 here. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Now that's very interesting because in theory I've got queen f5 here. This is very interesting. I don't think that looks quite the best move. Ah, okay, so if I take here and you take here, I can block with my queen. If you take my rook, I take yours. What else have you got? Oh, you've got queen here with check, but then I can block with the queen. So let's try that. Let's try that. At least I can block these checks one way or another. So if you take h6, I'm blocking on h7. Yeah, and just here. That was the idea. So which way do we want to take? No, taking with the rook is better here. We've potentially got rook e3. Okay, so let's try. Is this a good move? Is this a move, or maybe rook? Oh, I've given away the f7 pawn. That's pretty stupid. Pretty stupid to give away the f7 pawn. Pretty unnecessary. Okay. Let's get this move in and then try and play rook g5. I guess d4 is fine as well by white. Yeah, I mean, just white's just much better here. Maybe playing this move. Now g4 is interesting. If g4, am I getting mated down here? I don't think I'm getting mated. I can always block with my rook g8. So the threat's rook takes h5 now. So d4 by white makes a lot of sense. But I have the check on e2. And then either taking on g2 or maybe bringing that round. I can also play rook here to take on d4. After trades on that square, I mean. So we'll pre-move this recapture actually in case he plays g4 here. Okay, so let's just take this off now. And again, I'm going to now I don't have the block. That's interesting. That's very nice. So okay, takes, check, check, check. Yeah, okay, you're going to get a lot of checks in there, but I don't think it's mate. So you can start taking stuff there. Alright, I'm going to try and play king to h5 and then push the g-pawn. That's pretty quick, that g-pawn. But in fact, we're just going to push the g-pawn immediately. Okay, that's good. Let's just try this actually. Ah, but this is check here. Ah, that was a silly way of playing, wasn't it? You can take on h7 now. Alright, h5. Oh, and I should have covered that square. Ah, goodness me. Got too many pawns here, basically. Haha. Yeah. Alright. Oh, looks like we might have got another game here. Not sure about this. Yeah, okay, didn't mean to play another game, but okay, we will. And d5. And bishop f5. It's a bit annoying to lose that game. I thought we were doing fine there. Oh, I think we have a different game against a different player. Sorry about that. Never mind. CD. If knight takes, I think knight takes. If CD, bishop b4 check looks good. Yeah, we can just play this. Knight ge7. Okay, bishop here. We can just play queen a5 here. Increase the pressure on c3. Okay, well that's definitely a wasted move. If you've got to play that move, then it's definitely a wasted move. So what's going on with d4? Is that takeable now? Takes d4, knight takes d4. Not really, not really. Okay. So I think just castling here looks decent. I guess a3, but I'm still, I mean a3 and then we have to take and then I lose that tempo back. Okay, yeah, that's somewhat annoying. Not sure, I mean there's nowhere else to retreat my bishop, so I've actually kind of got to do this. It's somewhat annoying. And bishop takes c3 looks good. Guess you could consider b takes, but why wouldn't you take the tempo? And where do I want to go with that queen? Does it want to go to b6? I think it wants to go to b6, just keeping an eye on d4. And then we've got some ideas of bishop e4, taking on f3. Okay. This looks decent actually, and then play knight f5. Let's try for that actually, go for a quick knight f5 here. And then on the right moment we can actually take on f3 and then take on d4. So it's interesting because that looks like that b takes c3 might have been good here actually, because it looks like to me that we're going to win this pawn. I don't see how we defend that. So let's hack that off. The question is which knight here. Okay. So which knight do we want here? I think maybe this knight actually is a little better here. Again, we're no need to pre-move that because we might want to take with the queen. Let's just take a look. But I mean, you have to take this, otherwise there's a discovered check here. You could play rook f2 actually. Rook f2 is okay. Rook f2 is possible here. Rook f2, but rook f2 allows knight b3. Okay, so this is, there's a check here. What's going on? This has got to be over, right? This is, I mean, am I not winning the queen, at least? So, let's just make sure there's no kind of mate here. Knight f3 check, it's a double check. If king f1, we have queen g1, mate. Knight f3 check. If king h1, we have queen g1. No, we don't have any. But we can take this. We can take this. This is a check. This is a nice way to do it. I think this is the right way to do it. Knight here, double check. Let's go knight f3, double check. If queen f1, I think we have a mate. So if king h1, then we just take the knight. Excuse me, take the queen. So this gives them a chance to lose immediately. And after king h1, I don't think this is working. Is it queen? Oh, he's just resigned. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I won't bother looking at that second game, but this first game is quite interesting. Got the position on the board here. I thought black was okay. And black's clearly worse because white's king's much better than black's king. But I thought black had reasonable activity. There's a lot of pressure on the f-file, so it looks like maybe something's going to drop off. I played rook f8 here. After rook f8, he had this fg and then trapping my queen, and I think that is an issue for me. So maybe I need to play queen d7 here, and then after fg I can play bishop takes, and I've got the f7 covered. I mean, it's still in a difficult position there, especially after something like queen here. Well, queen here covers f5. I was thinking queen into f5 to threaten mate, but with queen d7 that might be okay here. So the move I played was rook here. We had this move. Maybe I need to take with the queen. Maybe I need to take with the queen here, because I can't take with the queen because I lose immediately to queen takes f6. So that's why we played bishop here. But then we ran into this tactic, and I honestly think that this just lost now. I mean, I think white didn't need to give me what he gave me. I think he can just take on g4. So just bishop takes g4, bishop takes here, rook takes here, and then he's just a whole piece up. But I think the way he played it, I actually got to take on f5, and this is quite nice because after queen takes h6, I can block here, and if queen takes e5, which is what he played, I can block here. And honestly, after this exchange here, I don't know if white has enough here. He probably does, but I mean, after all, there are double pawns here. Black's rooks are reasonably active, so I'm not sure I played this very well. But I played rook g8 here, which I'm not sure that's right. But maybe just something like f5 here, and there is an issue here. I mean, f5. If you double immediately, we could play something like f4 and take on h6. I'm not sure. I mean, I think white's better, but I'm not sure it's winning. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, thanks for watching.